Hello! I'm so excited this morning. It is almost Christmas. I actually was in bed wearing Christmas pajamas last night, and I have a little man running down here where Daddy's supposed to be watching you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, Zach has made his appearance. So I wanted to talk to you guys about Black Friday this morning. Honey, can you come grab Zach, please? I wanted to talk to you guys about Black Friday this morning. It's coming up. It's coming up quick. We have our Black Friday sales starting next week. We are actually promoting a really great friend of mine who owns a book publishing company. And so we're going to actually do a pre-Black Friday sale with his company, and then we'll have a Black Friday sale with Heartcore. But with that being said, I want to talk to you about your Black Friday. Are you set up? Are you set up? Are you happy? Are you happy? You want to just hang out with coffee with Shanda this morning? Yeah? So what I wanted, no, don't drive it on there, please. What I wanted to talk, I wanted to laser coach your Black Friday this morning. And hopefully Daddy will come get Zachy. As much as I just love this little full of head. But so here's what I want you to do. So Black Friday's coming up. It's the biggest buying frenzy of the year. It's really important that you have something that you can give forward, not only just for yourself and your company because everybody's pulling out their credit cards, but because also it's a great opportunity for you to give to your audience. No. Yes, baby.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, I know. Daddy's going to hang out with you. He's a good guy. Daddy's a good guy. Honey, can you just grab it, please? I only have 20 minutes to help these guys on Black Friday. With love.
Let's not forget about Sunday either. Or what is it, Monday? Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday, true. So what I want, babe, can you please? Thank you. It's amazing. My husband is like walking at the pace of a slug, and that's what it looks like when I'm starting to get annoyed that I really want him to move faster. All the beautiful humanness of streams and lives so we can really see what's going on behind the scenes. I love it! Anyway, okay, so please ask me a question about your Black Friday special. This is going to go by really fast, and this is probably one of the more important coffees with Shanda because I want to make sure you're set up to win and that you're set up to help your audience. So, Denise, you're so sweet. Drinking my shake. I'm drinking my tea this morning. Okay, awesome. I see a bunch of you guys are drinking coffee. Do you guys want help on Black Friday? Because if you do, I want to laser coach your stuff. So what are you offering on Black Friday? Joanne, you're like, I don't know what to offer. Okay, so here's a great question. If you don't know what to offer on Black Friday, ask yourself, what is the number one thing that so if you don't have a business yet and you're just getting started, what is the number one thing that you can offer online, offer to somebody else's database? What could you offer that would be something that you could solve, like create relief for someone, solve a problem? So when I started my company, actually, I even remember my first couple Black Fridays, I didn't know what to offer as well. And I remember it was a pain point because I just kind of threw stuff together and just offered it. And I never really had a great result at the beginning because the fact that I really did just throw things together to offer something. So that's still a win because you're still doing it. What has you not win is not even trying. So even if you have no audience yet, if you offer something, you could actually use it next year again and make it better. So my point is don't wait. This is a breakdown in people who struggle financially have this breakdown in their head, and that is, well, it's not really worth the time to do it this round, so I'm not going to do it. In other words, the decoded version of that is everything is not perfect yet. I can't really knock it out of the park or I can't win, so why do it at all? I'm just going to, you guys can't see on, well, maybe you can on Facebook. The ocean is so loud, I can't hear you. Enough. So anyway, so what I did was I would just put it this way. My stretch, and maybe your stretch is this, is to actually just get the Black Friday special done and be in the stretch of making the offer. Even if you can't rock it out, right? Be in the stretch of just making the offer. Then the second thing I would say is if you do have an audience, then look, and you already have a business, look at what can you really offer that your audience would really appreciate. So, so for me this year, a lot of my clients, well, first of all, there's a lot of people who don't like to sell. I can't understand it. I love it. I think sales is one of the biggest gifts you can give to anyone, is to get great at selling, because if you can walk somebody across the line that has their heels in the sand, they have their heels in the sand because they're in fear. And when you can unleash somebody from fear, it is a relief, right? So they want what you have because they're in front of you. They're a buyer. They're in front of you. But there's, you know, I think there's a huge generosity play when you get very good at sales, because, you know, there's nothing, I mean, I don't know about you, but when I was broke and somebody sold me into a coaching program that helped me actually make money, it was a turning point in my life. When somebody sold me into doing a leadership program, it was a turning point in my life, even though I had no money. You know, those are turning points in my life that have built me to be the woman that I am today. And so sales is an incredibly giving place. However, I do understand that some people hate it so much and are so bad at it and have no desire to get good at it, and they want to train other people to sell. And so I have a training that's Sales Team Authority. My clients pay $1,700 for it. And I teach them how to sell, and I also teach them how to lead a salesperson. I also teach the salesperson on the same training how to actually sell. And so on Black Friday for us this year, that's what we're going to give, is because I was thinking, well, what could I give that would be valuable? We're going to give it for $99. What can I give that is really valuable that would help my clients would appreciate, or entrepreneurs would appreciate, so that they could get ahead and start making more money, right? So it's leveraging themselves so they don't kill themselves, right? And so that's how I came up with mine. So now if I didn't have Sales Team Authority, I would be thinking again, like, what does my client want, or what does my buyer want, and what is the relief they're seeking to get from me, right? Or to get from the world. And then what could be the one thing that I could provide on Black Friday that would unhook them from that pain? Maybe not all of that pain, but some of that pain. And then what would I charge for that on a massive discount for Black Friday? Alana, okay, cool. How soon should you hire? Do you hire even though you're not making money, especially Black Friday rush when you need help? Yeah, I mean, first of all, if you're talking about needing help on Black Friday, you shouldn't need a ton of help. You could find somebody on hiremymom.com to work just a few hours for you to get it up online. But here's the thing. You don't even need to create a sales page for Black Friday. Okay, guys, you don't even need to create a sales page for Black Friday. You could literally, and I've tested this, I do the same numbers with the sales page as I do just straight from an email or a post online. And what I mean by that is that I'll send out, so I think we're doing a 5-day sale this year, and I know that sounds horrible, but I have a marketing director that really manages all of that. So part of scaling a company is letting go of control. You know, I heard this stated really great last week, which was, you know, entrepreneurs who control everything in their business are like an overbearing mom. You know, like an overbearing mom that's like, don't like fall off the tree. Oh my gosh, my kid's gonna hurt myself. Oh my gosh, don't let him eat that. Like, oh my gosh, he's putting dirt in his mouth. You know, you can tell if you're a control freak because every time you look at your child, you're like, don't let them do that. You know, that's control freak. And when you're a control freak, you're an overbearing mom. And when you're an overbearing mom, the child never gets to really take off as quick as they can take off because they never figure anything out on their own. So growing a company, you've got to not be an overbearing mom. Somebody said that at Genius Network. I can't remember who said it, but it was just great. I actually think it might have been Tony Robbins. I can't remember. Anyway, don't be an overbearing mom on your business or on your Black Friday. And what that means is that, you could literally send out, so for us, we're going to send out 5 emails or 6 emails. So we'll send out an email a day. And then on the last day, we'll send out 2 emails that basically say that this Black Friday offer is going away. And it's a $1,700 offer. We're going to give it for $99 only on those 5 days. Right? We'll also post that on social media, and we'll probably, I don't know if we'll run ads to it, but we might run ads to it as well. But if we run ads to it, we'll have a sales page. If we don't run ads to it, we will just have the $99 payment link in the emails so that they could just click on it and just pay the $99. When they pay the $99, an email will go out that will give them access to Sales Team Authority. Like really simple stuff. Right? If you didn't have a virtual assistant, or you didn't have, even if you didn't know how to set up an autoresponder, which is just when somebody, buys that $99, like the automatic email that goes out, you could send all those manually, right? You could do one manual email later on in the day or once a day that gives them that Black Friday offer. So in other words, don't be afraid to be imperfect on your Black Friday offer. Be more concerned with making a difference for the people versus you having to get it just absolutely rockin' perfect, if that makes sense. Okay, so Anahita, I'm trying to scroll up to your message, but for some reason, it's not letting me scroll up. So you might have to go ahead and repost something below. Because I know you want me to see above, but for some reason it's not letting me scroll up. So I'm sorry. Maybe if you can copy and paste it and repost it up below. We're launching a book course pre-sale on November 21st. Pretty pumped. Any suggestions on how to make it extra special on November 24th? So Jackie, what if you found a way to make it really special for 5 days on Black Friday and have the book course? So I would recommend adding stuff to it. So something as a marketer that I can tell you I've learned over the years is don't put as much effort on the product that you're selling. Put more effort on the bonuses that come with the product. So because you have a really important book launch, the book launch is awesome, but make the bonuses for your 5 days on Black Friday or 3 days on Black Friday be like ridiculous. Like see if you could find other people's products. Maybe you host a special online retreat or whatever. Like see if you can get those bonuses up to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 worth of bonuses, and they get that for 5 days with your book course. Okay, so put most of your emphasis on the bonuses versus the product, and make that over exceed the cost of anything, and you're going to find that flies off the shelf. And it has an automatic limiter because it's only 5 days only for Black Friday. Okay. So Lakita, should the deal be a huge deal because I was only giving $5 off my inspirational shirts? No, but no, it doesn't have to be a huge deal. $5 doesn't. It feels like feels like I'm in a flea market, and that's just the truth. Feels like I'm at a free market. What if you could do something like, and now I don't know if you could do this, but like, don't get caught up in losing money on Black Friday because you gain a client, right? So or a buyer. What if you did something, Lakita, where it was like, buy one, I don't know how these numbers work out, but buy one shirt, and I don't know if the shirts have a story behind it, like are they inspirational? Do they create girl power? Do they, remind you remind you of a goal, or to unhook you from being an addict? Like what is the purpose of the shirt? Like what does it bring to people? Then what if you bought one and you got the second one half off, or you got the second one free as a pay it forward campaign, right? Like give it to, now it has to match the storyline that you're doing, but like what could you do to have the storyline be very cool, that it has somebody forward thinking on a pay it forward motion? Now, you might not make any money, but you could go back to these people and you could create a funnel off the back end that really encourages them to buy more, or to share, share a video of you talking about the product or the service, which could end up in more sales. Like, you can get creative on the back end of optimizing that buyer to help you make a difference. But first, you have to make a difference for them. And so storylines are really critical as far as like even helping people like buy a Black Friday special, like let's say clothing. I hope that helps. Morning. Christy, how soon should a program be available if we offer a program starting in January, or is it that too much of a lag time? No, it's not too much of a lag time at all. However, I will say, Christy, I would not recommend, so remember that when you're selling Black Friday, now I'm getting creative in my head, like even when I'm thinking and giving you this coaching. So I do buy big ticket items on Black Friday. Like, I'm going to go buy a theater, like a huge TV theater system for our new home that we're building, and that's not even going to be ready till March or April. So people do buy things early because of the deal. So remember that. If the value is there, we buy it. So it's about painting the value, right? I in my case, already know the value of getting that huge discount in furnishing my new theater room in my new house, which I won't get to access until March or April. So, but sometimes you have to paint the value for people. Like, a lot of people will not join my program because they're still in another program, and they want to wait. But I'm like, you're waiting another entire year, where let me build your audience now and teach you how to sell to it now. And even if you don't crush it this year because you're so busy with other things, you now have the knowledge to crush it next year. So don't miss out on this opportunity. That would be me painting the value, Christy, so that people get the value to buy now when our program might not start till January. Ours starts actually today. But my point is that, no, it's okay to sell early, but what could you give them in between that nobody else gets because they're purchasing now? Secondly, if you are selling something over, I would say, $3,000, you really need somebody to talk on the phone with them, right? So just remember that. Like, I wouldn't sell, let's say, my Pace Club at a discount through an email. They would have to get on the phone to talk to someone, because we need to make sure we can make a difference for someone in Pace Club before we even let them in the door. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope I didn't confuse you. Wendy McKenna. I produced my first online video module class. I love that. How many emails should I be sending starting when offered through Cyber Monday? Okay, here's the different. I mean, first of all, you're an entrepreneur, you can make it up, right? Like, just remember that you're an entrepreneur and you can make it up, right? It's what do you believe about it, that because your belief around it is actually what gives it its engine to sell. Okay, so we're doing a 5-day Black Friday, right? And so for 5 days, we're going to send an email every single day, and 2 on the last day where it says last chance, this is going away today. And then we're going to send another email on the last day that says it's going away in like 2 hours, right? And so it creates the urgency so people get off the fence. Now, I mean, usually I actually do 24-hour Black Fridays, or 48-hour Black Fridays, because I like that quick little pop. And it's like, it's available here, it's a ridiculous offer, and you've got 48 hours to buy it, right? And then what I would do is I would send 2 emails a day, if not 2 emails on the first day and 3 on the next day. I would compact it. So if you look at that, I'm still sending 5 emails. That's not a secret number. I mean, I don't always send 5 emails. I'm just be committed to getting people off the fence and really taking your great offer, which means that you need to be completely sold that your offer is a ridiculous deal that people need to wake up and hear and grab when it's there. So it always comes back to our belief. You can also do a 7-day Black Friday. You can also do a 1-day or 2-day cyber sale that is a little different or is the same in Black Friday. You can totally make it up. I mean, so here's the biggest thing. Entrepreneurs who make decisions and stick with them are the ones who win. So there's no perfect Black Friday offer. There, it's a combination of you believing in what you're offering, you taking some time with a whiteboard or a flip chart and just playing with some different ideas about how generous can I be on Black Friday. Personally, I prefer you to not have to give your own time on Black Friday, but if you're giving your own time, maybe you're creating a new product, and so you're gonna pay yourself to actually create a product by actually selling Black Friday. Maybe that's your reason. Maybe you're gonna sell something. Alex Arriaga, maybe you're gonna sell something for real estate investing for Black Friday that is going to be a 2-hour class that you do virtually through Zoom that would cost somebody, $4,000 or $3,000 to learn live. And you're only going to do it once, and this is it. And now that becomes a product, and you can say this will be a product that I'll sell for $2,000 later. So you can get really creative with this. Let it serve you and let it really serve your audience. Okay, you guys, I'll go back through the thread later on today. We're at 6:21, and I don't like to take Coffee with Shanda over 6:20. If you think that this would serve anybody, please go ahead and go up and hit the share button. I always look and see who shared. I appreciate you sharing and helping other entrepreneurs get a leg up. If you're on Instagram, it'd be great if you guys could tag somebody that really needs to hear this message so that they can make some more money on Black Friday and that you are a good soul and looking out for people. All right, you guys, I will see you tomorrow morning on 6 a.m. Coffee with Shanda, 9 a.m. Eastern, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye. I will talk to you soon. Bye.